I've been on 6 cruises in just the last 12 months. I'm seeing the changes, the price hikes, and the safety issues on these ships in real time, not from a decade ago. And as a retired fire chief, I'm seeing something else. Seniors over 60 are making the same 10 mistakes on every single sailing. I'm not talking about forgetting your sunscreen. I'm talking about mistakes that cost you hundreds of dollars, ruin your vacation, or worse, put you in a situation I've spent over 30 years in the fire service trying to prevent. I'm Chief Matt from Ports and Pensions. I give you the real deal so you can find the smart luxury sweet spot just like I do. Stick around because the number one mistake is the exact reason embarkation day is a nightmare for 90% of the people on this ship. Let's get into it. Mistake number 10. Using the Windjammer as your only dining option. It's easy, it's fast, but it's the most chaotic room on the ship. My smart luxury advice for retirees, use the main dining room. It's included, it's quiet, and the service is far better. Breakfast in the MDR is the best kept secret on Royal Caribbean. No lines, and someone actually brings you your coffee. Mistake number 9. Booking a cabin without checking what's above or below you. If you're under the pool deck, you'll hear chairs scraping at 6 a.m. If you're above the theater, you'll hear bass until midnight. Look for the sandwich, a deck where there are cabins both above and below you. It's the only way to guarantee a quiet night's sleep. Mistake number 8. Booking excursions without comparing. This is where I see seniors leaving the most money on the table. The cruise line charges a premium for convenience. And look, sometimes that premium is worth it, especially if mobility is a concern, but not always. Let me give you a real example. On my last trip to Bermuda, I watched people line up to pay $120 a person for a Bermuda Highlights bus tour. I skipped the excursion desk entirely. I walked off the ship, spent $19 on a day pass for the local pink buses and the ferry, and saw the exact same sights for a tenth of the cost. The ferry ride across the harbor, better views than the tour bus, and I was on my own schedule. That's the smart luxury trade-off. You save $200 and get a more authentic experience. Use that extra cash for a specialty dinner instead. Not every port needs a guided tour. Sometimes the best excursion is a transit pass and a willingness to explore. Mistake number 7. Boarding without the Royal app ready. If you're sailing Royal Caribbean, this isn't optional anymore. The app is your boarding pass, your muster station check-in, your dinner reservations, and your show tickets. I've stood in the terminal watching people dig through printed folders while families with the app walk straight past them onto the ship. Download it before you leave home. Log in, link your reservation, take a screenshot of your boarding pass in case the Wi-Fi drops. This is a 10-minute task that saves you an hour of frustration. If you're not tech savvy, have your kids or grandkids help you set it up before you pack. Don't figure it out in the terminal on embarkation day. Mistake number 6, medication management. First, never put your meds in your checked luggage. Your bag goes into a cargo hold, and I've seen it take 10 hours to reach a cabin. If your blood pressure meds or insulin are in that bag, you're stuck, and a visit to the ship's doctor is expensive. But here is another part about medication most seniors miss. The fridge in your cabin is not actually a refrigerator. On most ships, it cannot guarantee the precise temperature range your medication requires. Before you sail, contact your cruise line's special needs department and request a medical-grade refrigerator for your stateroom. It's provided at no charge. Then follow up with your stateroom attendant when you board to confirm it's there. All right, we're getting into the mistakes that matter most. Mistake number 5, and I'm putting my fire chief hat on for this one. The power strip trap. Here's what happens. You pack an old school power strip with surge protection because cruise cabins have maybe 2 outlets total. You get to security and they confiscate it. Every single sailing, I watch people lose a $30 power strip at the scanner. Because here's the thing. Royal Caribbean's current policy bans any power strip that has a regular AC wall outlet on it. Surge protector, no surge protector, doesn't matter. If it plugs into the wall and has wall outlets on it, it's coming out of your bag. The move? Pack a USB-only multi-port charger. No wall outlets on the strip, no problem at security. There's a link in the description to the cruise gear we use. If you need an extension cord for a CPAP, the cruise line will provide it. Request it when you book or when you board. And that brings me to mistake number 4, skipping the muster drill. Look, I know, it's boring. You've heard it before. You'd rather be at the pool bar. But I spent years in the fire service, and I'll tell you this. The one time you need the muster drill is the one time there's no time to figure it out. When the alarm sounds for real, you're not going to be reading a map. You're going to be moving. And on a ship with 5,000 passengers, a 60-second delay finding your station is the difference between being on a lifeboat and being in the way. Royal Caribbean now does a digital e-muster. You watch a video on the app, you check in at your station. Takes 4 minutes. Do it so the ship can get underway on time. Mistake number 3. And this one causes more heart attacks on the pier than almost anything else. Ignoring ship time. Here's the scenario. You're in a beautiful port having a great time. You look at your phone, it says 4 p.m. You know the ship leaves at 5 p.m., so you figure you have an hour to browse one last shop. That is a $5,000 mistake. Because your smartphone automatically updates to local time the second you hit the pier. But the ship stays on ship time, which is usually the time of the port you started in. If the ship is an hour ahead of the port, and you stroll back at 4:30 local time, you're 30 minutes too late. You're watching your luggage sail away without you. In the fire service, timing isn't a suggestion, it's the job. If the bell rings at 5 o'clock, we're moving at 5 o'clock. On a cruise, the gangway waits for no one. If you miss that ship, you are responsible for the thousands of dollars it costs to fly yourself to the next port or back home. The smart luxury fix? Take your phone off, set automatically, or, better yet, wear a cheap analog watch set to ship time the moment you board. Don't be the person I'm filming from my balcony as the captain pulls the anchor. Mistake number 2, the balcony railing risk. This one's personal. I see people sitting on these rails for photos every single sailing, leaning over to get the shot, perching on the edge with a drink. It sounds like common sense. Don't sit on the railing. But I want to tell you why I'm the one saying it. I've seen what happens when "it'll never happen to me" meets a 40-knot gust of wind. On a moving ship, at sea, at night, you don't get a second chance. Enjoy the view, open that door, breathe the salt air, but keep both feet on the deck, always. And final, the number 1 mistake seniors make on a cruise. No plan for the first 3 hours. This is why embarkation day is a nightmare for most people, and it doesn't have to be. When I boarded Star of the Seas, I watched 5,000 people sprint for the elevators to hit the Windjammer. Here's exactly what I did instead. I finished my e-muster drill in 4 minutes. I walked straight to the Aquadome for a quiet lunch. No line, no crowd. And I had every show and dinner reservation booked in the Royal app before my first drink arrived. By 2 p.m., I was sitting by the pool with a drink in my hand, completely relaxed, while half the ship was still standing in line fighting over their dinner times. That's the difference between starting your vacation stressed and starting it ahead. Have a plan. Book your shows on the app. Know where you're eating first. Do your muster check-in early. The first 3 hours set the tone for the entire week. Don't waste them standing in line. We've covered a lot of ground today. From lukewarm insulin fridges to $5,000 pier running mistakes. But here's the thing I want you to take away. Most people look at these mistakes and see reasons to be stressed. I look at them and see opportunity. In the fire service, we don't just hope a building is safe. We inspect it, we plan for the risks, and that's what allows us to go in and do the job with confidence. Cruising is no different. When you know where the traps are, especially the ones seniors specifically face, you stop being a tourist and you start being a pro. If this helped you feel a little more confident about your next sailing, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I'm a retired fire chief, but I'm a full-time cruiser, and I give it to you straight. the real deal. Also, I want to hear from you. Which one of these was a surprise? For me, it was the medication fridge. Drop your questions or your own lessons learned in the comments. I read every single one. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.